What's going on, guys? Wingsman here and welcome back to another tutorial. And today, guys, I'm gonna be showing you how to make custom nether portals in Minecraft. Of course, I'm playing in Minecraft Bedrock edition, but since every edition has the actual portals and the actual game physics are the same, you can do this in any edition of the game. Couple of things that you need to know about the actual nether portals is the actual size that we can make them in vanilla. I'm sure that you can actually make it bigger with some add-ons or some mods or something, but the standard minimum size of the actual nether portal is 4 by 5 blocks, 4 blocks wide and 5 blocks tall, of course with the exceptions of the actual corners. But if you don't put corners in your nether portals, you are just a monster, and the maximum size is actually 23 by 23 blocks, so that's exactly what we are going to be using today and make some custom nether portals. If you guys are excited for this video and want to see more, make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe if you're new. And without further ado, let's get right into today's video. This is a normal nether portal, and this is just the beginning of the actual custom nether portals. I noticed that a lot of people try to do custom nether portals, and what they usually do is just something like this. They just make it look like a circle and they think they're done. There is a ton more things that you can actually do with the nether portals, and I'm going to show you my personal favorite nether portal that I usually make, since it's absolutely amazing. And that's of course my custom scary eye nether portal. Now you're gonna have to excuse the actual tentacles over here. They could use some work, but I pretty much spent like 5 minutes making this. You can do this a lot better. What I was trying to do is actually give you guys an idea in my personal favorite nether portal to make, which is the scary eye nether portal. In my opinion, when you're actually making like a custom nether portals, you should kinda tell the actual story. And the idea behind this, when I first made it, was that this is just an eye of the actual monster from the nether, looking into the overworld and trying to actually corrupt the world. You can see we have some tentacles coming over here, coming from bottom and kinda going into the actual ground. You can see a ton of this stuff over here is happening. Usually when you're making like custom nether portals, the trend is to actually make them in like a hill or a side of the mountain. That's why we have some cobblestone and some pebbles over here. It looks like it actually broke the part of the mountain and some stuff is gathered around. You can see we have the actual void rifts kinda coming over here and trying to infest the overworld. And exactly every single piece of the life that we actually had, like flowers, maybe some grass over here, got pretty much destroyed, and you can see it's just dead bushes and dead corals acting like a bit of a grass. You can see the crazy scary plants are actually going into the overworld, corrupt the world, and in my opinion this does the job very well, and in my opinion this is the perfect and the best nether portal you can actually make, because it looks like a scary eye from a monster, and that's exactly what the nether is all about. It's supposed to be scary and it's supposed to actually corrupt the ground around it. And I think in like a bigger scale as well this can work really well, and it's definitely my favorite type of the nether portal, something that I'm always gonna be building. Of course these are the obsidian tentacles, and you can see it's kinda going over here upwards and kinda goes into the ground trying to infest it. Of course, if you make this bigger and you have a mountain, you can just kind of have the tentacles actually wrap around the actual mountain or something like that. And this is really simple to make, and I'm going to show you how to do it right now. So when you are doing the actual nether portals, just make sure that you kinda paint the scenery around it as well. I am just creating some cobblestone bits over here kinda falling from the mountain. We have the actual scary plains, of course the nether world kinda spreading around. And we have the void rifts, which in my opinion look absolutely amazing. The one thing I can actually tell you guys to make this like 100 times better: when you're actually making these tentacles, use some magenta stained glass paints. It's going to make it a lot better. It's going to add a little bit of color, which goes really well with the obsidian, since the actual portal is kinda purple. And this is just going to give the tentacles a really nice look. But right now I'm just going to show you how to create any kind of the actual custom nether portal. Some of you may have already figured out how to actually make custom nether portals, and I am not actually using any add-ons or mods. This is specifically made in vanilla. What we're going to need is actually Obsidian and Flint and Steel to make the nether portal. And what we want to do, the idea behind this is the actually 2 layers of Obsidian. You can see this is how it looks from the other side. I didn't do this side just to kind of show you guys how this is actually made. You can see the actual nether portal over here. This is just the outline, and we have a massive nether portal. And over here in front we just kinda shape it using some more obsidian, and it gives this really cool effect. Of course, again, the max size of the actual nether portal is 23 by 23, but I'm just going to make one like maybe 15 by 15, and we can see what can we actually do to kind of decorate it. And just like so, we have a giant frame of the actual nether portal, and of course this is like a 15 by 15, so it's going to light up. If you actually make it 24 by 24, nothing is going to happen, because again, the max size you can actually make a nether portal is 23 by 23. After you've done this, you already did like half of the work. Right now you just need to decide how and what shape you actually want to use over here. Of course, you can make something like a circle, you can make this portal a little bit wider to get an eye, or something like this. Right now we are just going to kinda try to actually make like a little heart, or something like that. Again, the possibilities are endless. Only thing that's stopping you from making something really creative is your mind and your imagination. And there it is, you can pretty much make anything that you want over here. This is just a standard Minecraft heart. Of course, what you want to do when you're actually making the custom nether portals is make sure you can actually access them, because we are actually going to be covering every single piece of the actual portal sticking out of our little shape over here inside of the actual shape with the obsidian. Of course, we can maybe do this with some stone or something like that if you're actually making this inside of the mountain, but I think it's actually worth to do it with the obsidian because it's going to give it a really nice shape. It's going to make it look like the heart is the actual nether portal, and that we don't have just a giant nether portal that's not really decorated on the other side. And there is the finished product. I think this turned out really amazing. You can see we have a really nice Minecraft heart over here, and there is just infinite possibilities. This is just one of them. Again, only thing that's stopping you from making something amazing is your imagination, and you can pretty much experiment with this, and this is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm just going to fill one half of this with the red concrete to just kind of see what effect we end up with. And this is the actual main thing of the custom nether portals, is just for you to try out new things, see what works and what's the thing you like the best. Again, for me it's the custom eye nether portal, but maybe you like some other shapes. We're just going to fill this in with red concrete, and maybe you can make like a half and half heart. You can see this one is with red and the other half is made out of the portal. This is a really cool effect as well. But I'm just going to show you something on a smaller scale so you guys can get an idea a little bit better. Of course, you can make the custom nether portals a bit smaller, but one thing I would suggest you is to go a bit bigger, since it's all in small decorations like those tentacles and the actual story and the ground behind the actual nether portal. It looks a lot better with the small decorations, but of course that doesn't mean that you can do something like this. I actually just made like a little crack inside of really like the wall or something, using some quartz because it's a lot easier for you guys to actually see how I made the shape. Or of course you can do something silly and just make a little face over here, smiley face that you can't actually kinda go in unless you have like a light show or something and fly into those one block spaces. But this is just to show you guys that the possibilities are absolutely endless, and the way you make this is just by having a normal nether portal, remembering that the max size is 23 by 23, you make the actual little nether portal with the size you want, and then you start decorating and making your shape on the other side. Of course you can just make this on one side, since usually the other side of the nether portal is encased again in like a hill, mountain or a wall, so it's not really gonna be visible. But if you want to, you can kinda keep it open and decorate both sides. Just over here, take a look, we have like a little rectangle shape that's actually horizontal. This one is vertical, and you can see the heart is just massive, and of course the actual custom nether portal, this is the way it actually looks from behind. Same way with the circle, it all starts with a bigger version of the standard nether portal, and after that you can just add another layer of obsidian to make any shape that you want. So that's pretty much all there is for this video. So if you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe if you're new. If you think any of your friends would enjoy this type of content, make sure to share it with them. But as always, I really hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, take care, have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.